Hi everyone, welcome to week 3. For week 3, we're going to be focusing on the role of supply and demand and externalities. Externalities are very important in our economy because they provide a challenge for the government to deal with. An externality is a cost or benefit to a third party, and when we look at externalities, you notice we're focusing on these externalities in terms of trying to find actual solutions. So a positive externality is an externality that causes direct benefit to a third party, whereas a negative externality is a cost to a third party. Firms have to deal with externalities and the business decisions that they have to make. When we look at markets, you'll notice that the governments don't get involved in markets. However, when there's an externality present, governments do get involved in markets, which creates a lot of challenges. Now, for this week, you're going to be reading chapters 5, 6, and 7 on externalities and elasticity in healthcare. I have different resources for you to read right here. I have some different videos right here for you to evaluate as well. I have also some extra, we could say things to apply the concepts that we're looking at. Also, for the first discussion board, here's a little backdrop on externalities. You're going to be looking at explaining the challenges a government could face when a negative externality is present in a market. So what you want to look at is, well, how does the government solve for these issues? That's what you want to focus on. Identify an example of an elastic and inelastic good that you've purchased, and make sure to relate your examples to the characteristics in the market. That's the key concept that we look at. When you can relate it to the characteristics in the market, it'll make it much easier to evaluate. Also, look at making sure to have 3 to 4 paragraphs, an APA formatted reference, which will support your effort, which includes an in-text citation and reference. And these are things that I'm going to be looking at. Now, with your peer responses, which are due by Friday, any questions that I post will count as a peer response, or any responses to your peers as well. That will be sufficient as well. You also have a multiple choice quiz. You'll have 2 attempts in 60 minutes to take it. And then you also have the assignment. And the assignment will be right here. You're going to be looking at examples in your daily life of an externality and an elasticity. And you want to look at different factors when we look at this, and how to differentiate between these different factors. The key to the question is looking at, when we look at these questions, looking at how we can focus on the characteristics in the market. That's the most important thing to evaluate, the characteristics in the market. Here's the summary of what you'll be looking at this week. If you need me to pre-grade any of your work or review any of your work, please let me know, but I look forward to your effort.